So again, it's a tool. It's a tool that during the training, the circumstances when it should be deployed would be explained. And again, same as a shotgun is a tool, there are times that you would deploy that and times when it's not appropriate to deploy that. A handgun, that's a tool. Appropriate times to deploy that, appropriate times to use other means, use of force. That's why when you see the gun belts that we carry, it looks like Batman's belt. And there's multiple items on that gun belt or in the car that are use of force measures. And you go back to your training as to what is the appropriate use of force measure to use in that circumstance. And the patrol rifle is a very useful tool. Again, not appropriate for every circumstance, but that would be something that would be covered in the training.
Mark, you'll make sure everybody gets trained, certified?
Yeah, Dave's a certified trainer. He's an active shooter trainer. I've been trained. We have one other guy that's been trained. The other two guys still have to do school.
Any further discussion by the board?
Councilman Dusenberry, how did you want your motion to read?
I'll make a motion that we allow the police department to purchase 2 long rifles and make sure that the officers are trained.
I just have one thing. I don't believe, and this is just my personal opinion, I don't believe the crime rate in this town calls for such tools. My personal opinion. I think a shotgun, something like that, is more appropriate for this town. I personally own an AR-15. I find them to be very inaccurate, long-range stuff. So I feel when we say you're shooting down a hallway at 500, almost 200 yards, that's just my personal opinion. I find them to be a fairly inaccurate gun at that type of range. That's my personal opinion.
I understand. That would also, again, depend on ammunition being used, the barrel length, the twist,
Agreed.
the
I agree.
blade and twist on the barrel. As far as the policy for deploying that, I would say the normal, under normal circumstances, that we shouldn't be deploying it beyond 125 yards. Again, because when we use force of any sort, we have to justify it. And as particularly in deadly physical force situations, they look at whether or not you justify it.
Just gets nerve-wracking when you say that hallway, you say
Yes,
200 yards. That's a very long shot for an AR-15.
Example, under normal circumstances, I would say you're not going to take a shot over 125 yards, which would be the distance from the auditorium entrance down to about where the middle school cafeteria is. Under exigent circumstances, if the perpetrator is out in the hallway and is moving away, heading down that hallway towards the elementary building, and there are no other people in that hallway, I would risk that shot. Again, because being familiar with that building, I know the backstop beyond the target, and I know that a shot that misses would hit a substance that would prevent the projectile from traveling further. But again, under those circumstances, if they run out of the cafeteria, and that's a chance to neutralize the threat, I would take that shot. I don't know that everybody that goes through the training would feel comfortable taking that shot. Again, as far as if it were iron sights, again, I would feel comfortable taking that shot. Other people might not. So again, we would be looking at optics to assist engaging targets at that distance. I understand, but you have to, something I would point out, we hear things that you don't. We have 390 traveling through here, 415, State Route 21. A lot of people use not just 390, but they use 415 and 21 to get from Rochester to Elmira, to get from Syracuse to Cornell. A lot of these routes, we don't know who the people are traveling on them. Back when the two gentlemen escaped from Dannemora, the belief was, their original plan was to go to Canasteel. So if that was their original plan, there is the potential they would have traveled through this area. If they had gone through and come down either 390 or come down 245 out of Geneva or 21 out of Canandaigua, though the potential was those two gentlemen could have wound up in our area. And again, if there was a patrol out and the vehicle has committed a violation of the vehicle and traffic law and is stopped, I don't think those people would have submitted without some sort of fight or conflict. And conceivably, you could have wound up with those two people roaming around this area. And again, if we're out looking for them, the patrol rifle would have been, in my opinion, would have been an appropriate tool to use to affect the capture or, again, the neutralization of those individuals.
Mike, I'm gonna say I agreed with you until I asked Livingston County Sheriff's Department, and they said, well, these are the guys that are gonna back us up, and their little pistols aren't gonna be able to help us.
I don't disagree with that.
Cheryl-
I just don't think we're gonna have that problem. I mean, Wayland School's a fortress, even for me to get in there.
And not,
But-
there was a situation Saturday night in